let's go ahead and get seated. You can start with a comfortable sitting position. In fact, if you want to just bring soles of the feet together in a little easy butterfly position, if that's easier for you, we'll start there. And again, feeling long through your spine, through your column, feeling your head, long neck, shoulders nice and open, rib cage stacked right over the waistline, right over those pelvic bones, rock side to side. You can feel those sitting bones there. And we're going to start with some shoulder work today. So inhaling, letting your shoulders shrug up to your ears. And then exhale, letting those shoulders just melt. And you can just rest your hands at your side. Inhale, shrugging your shoulders all the way up. And exhale, let them feel like melting wax, just sliding down your back. One more time like that. Inhale, shrugging up. And exhale, let them release. Now we'll take the arms, reaching as high as you can. Lengthen long, inhale. And then exhaling, bringing the arms back down. And we'll try that again. Inhale, filling the lungs, inhaling fully. And exhaling, opening. And then we'll stop here with the arms reaching out to the side. And then just curling the palms in. So making little fists. And then opening and flexing, sending energy out through the heels of the hands. And we'll do that again. Rolling the fingers in. And then opening to flex out. And one more time. Rolling in, just stretching through the wrists, through those carpal tunnels. And open. Good. And just give that a little shake, shake, shake. Release that out. Great. Taking a side bend now. We're going to place one hand on the floor. Take the other arm up. Inhale, elongate that spine. And exhale. You can tiptoe your fingers along the floor and stretch. Try not to rock off the floor, though, with that sit bone. Keep that opposite sitting bone reaching so you feel that length through the waistline. Good. Now from here, scoop your belly button in and reach in opposition on a diagonal. Feeling a little bit more stretch on the sides of the low back. We'll bring ourselves back to that sideways position. Inhale, exhale, bring yourself back up. We'll do that for the other side. Hand rests on the floor, the other one lengthens long. Inhale, exhale, tiptoe your fingers out to the floor, stretch and lengthen, maintaining that opposite sit bone on the floor as best you can. Take some deep breaths there. And then we'll hollow the belly and reach on that diagonal. Long through the sides of the low back, through the QL muscles. And then bring ourselves back to the sideways position. Inhale, exhale, bringing yourself back up. Then just rest your hands on your legs here. Nodding chin to chest, we're just going to roll forward and slide the hands down toward the feet. Curving forward, stretching long through the low back. And then zip up your abdominals, slowly stack and roll right back up. Let your shoulders slide away from your ears as they did earlier, and then lift your heart, looking up at the ceiling. Keep that back of the neck nice and long and free, and bring yourselves back up to top. And again, rolling forward, curving and stretching through the low back, reaching your head towards your feet. Roll your spine right back up again. And then again, slide the shoulders down, feeling broad, open across the shoulders. Lift your heart, looking upward, opening the spine, and then bringing it back to sideways. Once again, reach your wingspan long, reaching fingertips wide to the sides. We're going to rotate for a little twist. So I'm spiraling my spine, and then let your hands come down toward your floor, toward your leg, and just encourage a little spiral twist, looking over your shoulder. Take a few breaths here. And then we'll release that, opening back up to the center. We'll try the other side. Spiraling from the waistline, keeping the sit bones where they are. Let your hands come down and just, again, looking as far as you can to the side, spiraling the spine. See if you can breathe there. Good. And one more time. Good. And release. And coming back out. Extend your legs out in front of you. I'm going to scooch back so you can see my feet. And we're just going to work the feet a little bit today before we get onto our backs. So I'm pulling my toes back and flexing. You can join me with my hands. I'm using my hands to illustrate what I'm doing with my feet. And then reaching to point. And again, pulling the toes back to flex. And then pointing through the feet, lengthen long. And again, flexing and pointing. again, flexing and pointing. Let's flex and reach the arms up, and then keeping energy through the heels, hinge at the hips and lengthen and reach towards your feet as far as you can, feeling stretch through the hamstrings and through the calves. If you can touch your toes, fantastic. If not, you can reach your hands to your calves. Then let your spine round forward, feeling a little deeper stretch. And then release. Point your feet, roll it up, and sit tall. And then just separate your feet a little bit for a few ankle circles each way. Work out all those Rice Krispies. And then go the other direction, circling through the ankles. Good job. All right, we're going to bring ourselves to sit with our feet to one side, okay? And again, we'll do a little spine dance from here. So you're going to sit nice and tall, right up on top of those sitting bones, okay? And you can hold on behind the thighs or maybe on top of the shins, whatever works best for you. I'm going to hold behind my thighs. We're going to take a big breath in. Exhale, hollow out your abdominals and contract, rolling back. So I'm scooping out my belly and I'm stretching across my shoulders, feeling that length. Then diving forward, bringing yourself back over those sits bones, and then again, maybe pressing on the shins, lift your heart, take that little cambre or high release, opening the chest, little extension of the spine, and then bring yourself back to vertical. Let's try that again. Contract, scoop it out, pulling those abs up and in, rounding through the spine, little flexion there, and then diving forward. And then slide the shoulders down, lift your heart, nice high extension, back of the neck long. You could sing a high note here. And bring it back to center. And now we're going to roll back onto your back. So you can either hold onto your thighs to give yourself assistance or challenge yourself without the hands. Main goal is to scoop out your belly and see if you can roll right down your center line. So trying not to wobble side to side, but go right down the middle. Again, you can hold onto those legs if you need more assistance. And then arrive on the floor. And again, if you need to adjust, this would be the time to do that. So let's take a moment here, once you get all settled in, feeling your pelvis level so that you're not flattening your low back, not trying to tuck, and you're not in a big arch here. Finding that place with your sacrum, that fusion of bones across the back of your pelvis, is that triangle, just like in the front of the pelvis here, that's level with the ceiling and the floor. You may have a small gap underneath your lower back, okay? Feel like you just zipped up your abdominal pants, pull that zipper up and in, take a breath in, exhale, now deepen that scoop, and now you get to rock back. So now you're bringing your waistline more into the mat, rocking the hips up. Bring the pelvis back to level, and then go the other direction. Tip the pelvis downward, so arching the back. And then bring that back to level. We'll do that a few times. Scooping, little pelvic tilt. And then back to center, and then reaching down, arcing. And you might notice that your neck and your head will be affected by this movement. Hopefully your head is connected to your spine today. And again, scoop and contract, and center, and then arcing down, and center. Now then, we're going to use the strength of our core and the hamstrings. Start with that same pelvic tilt. Now putting weight into the feet, parallel through the legs. See if you can lift the hips up. So we're levitating, finding that nice long bridge, one long line from the knees through the hips, through to our shoulders. So lifting the pelvis strong, feeling the activation of the legs. Inhale, exhale, softening through the throat, getting longer and longer through the spine as you try to articulate right back down onto your mat, one vertebra at a time. So really trying to sequentially unfurl the spine. Let's try this again. Take a breath in. Exhale, feel your abdominals initiate that pelvic curl. Then pour weight into the feet and peel the spine up. Lifting, feeling long through the fronts of the hips here. So really long stretch through the fronts of the thighs. Inhale here. And again, exhale, hollowing the abdominals, feeling that scoop to support your spine. And roll yourself back down. Now we're going to try a little bonus at the top. So again, we inhale, exhale, scoop and peel up. Again, feeling those gluteal muscles strong, the hamstrings doing their job. See if you can stay here and then lift your heels. Doesn't have to be very high. And then lower the heels. Try that again. Lift the heels and lower the heels. Make sure you're keeping those toes nice and spread, that you're not letting the ankles wag out to the side. One more time. Heels lift and lower down. Feeling that tush work. Yes, inhale. Exhale, slowly rolling back down all the way. And then let's collect our legs into our chest. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. Folding the knees into the chest. That's it. And we'll go into my favorite Eve Gentry stirring. So take your hands and just place those on top of your kneecaps. And you're going to let your arms guide your thighs in little circles. That's it. Massaging the low back, massaging the sacrum, all those bony landmarks onto the mat, making little circles. And then reverse directions, circling the other way. That's it. Nice little massage. And now we're going to go into a twist. So if twisting doesn't feel good to you, you can just stay here in this hug. Gentler version would be bringing the feet down to the floor and doing our twist. I'll show a little bit more complex, bringing the knees up into the chest. Open your arms out to the side and surrender, palms up. And either feet on the floor or legs picked up like this. We're going to twist knees to the left and head to the right. So we're opening through the chest and shoulders, feeling deep stretch to the low back, through the outer hip. Take a few deep breaths here, trying to release any muscles that are hanging on for dear life. Just let it go. Release and enjoy. As you're ready, we'll take an inhale. And then exhale, scoop your abdominals to bring your pelvis back to the center. Your legs will follow. And then bring your head back to center. Let's try the other side. Knees to the right, head to the left. Again, another spiral twist of the spine. Opening up through the neck, shoulders, through the lower back. Breathe into those floating ribs here. Inhale and fill. Exhale, let it melt. Good. And then as you're ready, on the next exhale, scoop those abdominals, peel back to the mat, bring yourself back to center. Very good. Give yourself another hug here. Now then, because we worked those hamstrings, let's give them a stretch. We're going to extend one leg long on the mat, just feeling long and open through the front of that hip as the other leg folds in. As you're bringing the knee into your chest, check to make sure you're not hiking that hip. So keep length through both sides of the waistline as you're folding the thigh in. Good. Now let's extend the leg just slightly. So you're keeping it slightly bent. And again, we're going to address the footwork. So pulling the toes back to flex and then reaching to point. And let's do that again. Flexing and pointing and flexing and pointing. This time flex and then extend through the heel to straighten the leg deeper. You're going to feel that calf stretch to the back of the leg there. You can hold on to the thigh or the calf as you're stretching, feeling the hamstrings lengthening, feel the calf muscles lengthening. And now point through the foot and see if you can get a little bit more range. And again, breathing is essential here. Relax your shoulders. Send those exhales down into those tight places. Good job. Now let's bend and flex again to relax that stretch. And exhale, lengthen through the heel to straighten the leg. And then point through the foot. Good. And then lengthen the leg all the way back down to the floor. And resting there. So feeling long through the front of that hip. Let's gather the other knee into the chest. So again, folding one knee in. Feeling length on both sides of the waistline. Good. And then again, slightly extend, keeping a soft bend to that knee. Again, just to work the foot a few times. Flexing and pointing and flexing and pointing. Good job. Now flexing and then extending through the heel to straighten the leg. Get a little deeper stretch there. That's it. And then we'll point the foot, gathering that leg. See if you can get a little bit more stretch, a little bit more length through those hamstrings. Good. And now then bend the knee, flex the foot just to relax for a moment. And then as you're ready, exhale, extend through the heel again, waking things up. Good. And then point through the foot, yet a little more stretch. And then we'll release and lengthen that leg all the way down. And just let the legs rest there. Good. Now let's address the upper body. We'll take a moment to check in with the shoulders. So take your hands, reach them up to the reach your fingertips up to the ceiling rather. And we're going to play puppet arms. We'll pretend you have a little marionette above you, marionette master. You're going to reach your fingertips up like somebody's pulling your puppet strings up. So you may feel some stretch between your shoulder blades, peeling your shoulder blades away from the floor. And then just softly nestle your shoulder blades back down again. It's a very small movement. Reach the fingers up, spreading the upper back wide. And then exhale, gliding your shoulders back down. Very easy. Again, reaching up. And then exhale, glide your shoulder blades back down, feeling wide across your chest, wide across your shoulders. Now then, take that same position and see how far, with comfort, you can reach your arms overhead. It doesn't have to be forced. And try to see if you can do this without letting your rib cage spill open and splay. So keep the connection with your ribs, with your abdominals. Inhale, the arms come back up to the ceiling, and then just simply bring your hands back down to your mat. Try that again. Inhale. And again, it might be surprising to know that when you use your arms, when you move your arms, your abdominals are a part of that. To see if you can support your spine without letting your ribs splay open. Again, just rainbowing the arms back and forth, inhaling, exhaling back down. We'll try that one more time. Inhale, reaching the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, button up your abdominal vest as you reach as far as you can overhead. And we're going to go into the roll up. So we inhale, bring the arms up. If you need to, this would be the time to bend your knees. And you're going to see if you can nod your chin to chest. If you need to, use your hands behind your legs. Scoop those abdominals and roll yourself up. Once you're there, extend your legs and then take that hover. So you're reaching your fingertips and you're pulling your belly button away as you're there. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly rolling back down. Scooping the belly deep again if you need to bend your knees. You can hold onto the backs of the thighs. Trying to roll down right through your center line. And unwind. So again, either stay with your legs bent or I'll show with the legs long. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, folding. Find that sternum fold. Nodding and rolling up using your core. Exhale. Take that long reach, hovering over. Wide upper back. Exhale, scoop out your belly button and slowly roll back down. If your legs are long, just imagine you have no legs, rolling right down your center line and unfurl. Let's do this again. Inhale, bring your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, chin to chest, nod and fold. Use that water wheel in your belly. Roll yourself up and reaching forward. And then again, scoop out the abdominals, slowly rolling yourself back down. To rest. And let's just pause there. Good. Bring your knees into your chest again and feel that length through the low back. As I'm bringing my knees in, I'm reaching my tailbone down. Okay. And you can either try this with the legs long, but I find with the legs bent, you're going to feel more low abdominal work. My hands are down beside me, and you can give a little pressure to the floor. We're going to just see if we can scoop and peel the hips barely up off the floor. So I'm really deepening that low ab contraction and just rocking my hips up and then bringing myself down. Try not to just kerplop, right? So scoop and then control the descent. A little scoop and peel and then rolling down. I'm really feeling my abdominals quivering as I do this little action. Exhale, scoop, stretching the low back. And rolling down 2 more times. Scoop. This is a great preparation for the rollover exercise. Good job. And then again, knees into your chest, relaxing there. We're going to work on our coordination exercise next. As we go into our chest fold, you can have options here. If your neck ever bothers you, you could use your mat to make a little cradle. Grab the corners of your mat to fold yourself up. So I always recommend that if you have a difficult time finding that chest fold and maintaining that. Otherwise, let's go together. We inhale, exhale, find that chest fold. If you can, coordinate arms and legs extend. So I'm reaching my legs long and I'm reaching my arms hovering off the floor, looking right through my legs. We're going to inhale, open the legs apart. Exhale, close the legs. And here's your challenge. One leg is going to open without the other hip leaving the floor. Exhale, bring it together. Other side, inhale, open. And exhale, gather. Bend your knees, rest your head back down. We'll do that a few times. Big inhale. Exhale, chest fold, zip up your pants, reach. You can challenge yourself by taking the legs farther from center, but maintain that support. Here we go. Inhale, open the legs, peekaboo. Exhale, close. And one leg, working that abdominal seatbelt of strength. Exhale, close. Other side, one leg opens. Doesn't have to go very far. And close, bend your knees. Rest your head again. Big, deep inhale. Exhale, zip it up and curl. Reach. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And one at a time. So for example, I could be doing this holding onto my mat, giving myself a little support if I needed. Focusing on the low belly work. Bend your knees. Rest your head back down. Let's do it one more time, with or without your mat. Exhale, curl up, reach. Inhale. Exhale. And now one at a time again. Inhaling, opening just a bit. Keeping your abs strong. Transversus, working a lot here. Open one leg, close it, bend your knees, and rest, relax again. Good. Just take a little rock side to side. Let that back relax. Good job. All right. So now then we're going to go, that was in lieu of hundreds today, you're welcome. We're going to do a bit of our Fab 5 exercises. So again, all of these exercises could be done with the support of your mat if you need to. First on the list is our single bent leg. So we find that chest fold. Exhale, curl yourself up. We're going to hug one knee into the chest, extend the other leg long. My elbows are out to the sides, nice and hollow through my belly, looking through toward the wall on the other side of the room. We go inhale, change. Inhale, change. Exhale, pulling those abdominals deeply toward the floor. Good. Exhale. Nice. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Very good. Again. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Once again. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale, hug your knees in, relax yourself back down. Just roll your head side to side, relaxing through the neck and shoulders. Good. Okay. We're going to skip our double bend. You're welcome. We're going to go into single straight legs. So this is a scissoring action with the legs. So again, we inhale, exhale, chest fold, curl yourself up or use your mat. Extend the legs long. We're going to scissor one leg away and hold the other leg as high as you can. So once again, you're feeling some of that hamstring stretch. We pull, give a little deeper pull, and then we change. Pull and a little deeper pull and change. And our breath works like this. Inhale, inhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, switch. And in, abdominals reaching toward the floor as you move. Again, legs passing along that midline. Inhale. Exhale, exhale, 2 more times. In and in, maintaining that chest fold, looking through your legs. Last set. In, and change out, and be done with that. Relax yourself back down. Good job. All right. Our last one, we're going to skip our double straight. We did a little bit of that already with our little scoops. Take your hands behind your head now. So now you have some good support for your head. And our leg choreography is the same as our single bent, one leg bending and one leg extending. So we already have that under our belts. We're going to add a rotation. This is called crisscross. Big inhale, exhale, chest fold, curl yourself up. We're going to extend one leg and then twist opposite elbow towards your knee, rotating around that sternum. And then we change. And the good part is that we do it very slowly, so you feel every abdominal fiber you will have doing its job. And change. And again, we breathe. Inhale, change. Inhale again. change, exhale, change, exhale. Again, inhale, rotating, use your eyes, look past your elbow, and blow it away, exhale, and change, exhale. One more set, inhale, and inhale, pulling those abs deeply, exhale, and exhale, woo, and rest, relax, back down, very good. Take a breath in. Let's see if you can roll yourself up to a sitting position. And we'll give ourselves a little massage. So again, if rolling on your back doesn't feel good to you, you can practice just finding your balance here. If you have some good padding behind you, we'll go into our rolling like a ball exercise. So if you can, holding onto your ankles, lift your toes so you're finding your balance. So you can either just practice coming in and out of this balance position or join me for the rolling. Shoulders are drooping away from the ears. I'm looking toward the pit of my belly, remembering round things roll. So keeping your spine in this round shape. Pull your abs so much that it tips you off balance. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, roll back up and try to find that same precarious balance place. Here we go. Inhale, rocking back. Exhale, rolling right back up. See if you can roll right up that center line. Notice if you want to veer one way or the other. Here we go. Inhale, rock. Exhale, roll you back up and find that balance. One more time. Inhale, rock. And exhale, roll. Good. Now then, holding onto your ankles, again, drippy, heavy shoulders. See if we can take a little balance test by extending one leg. Good. And then bending it back in, other side, extending, and it doesn't have to go all the way straight, just do the best you can with what you've got. And bend, try that again, extending one, abs are scooping deeply, those are my breaks. And bend, other side, reach. And in, if you want to show off, try both legs at the same time. That's it, everybody, good job. See if you can float your hands off your legs. Little moment in our teaser. Good job. Bend your knees. Open those legs apart in that little butterfly sit again. And again, just curving forward over your legs. Relax your spine. Take a few deep breaths, filling up through those floating ribs. Softening as you exhale. Good. And then just roll yourself back up. Let's scooch back a little bit and extend the legs out in front of yourself. Pull the toes back. My feet are a little wider than shoulder distance, and we're going to practice our spine stretch forward. So as you find, again, that beautiful posture, shoulders over ribs, over hips, extend your zombie arms out in front of you, reaching. We'll take an inhale, feeling the length of your spine. Exhale, somebody's got you by the belt and they're pulling you backward, but your fingers are reaching forward in opposition. So you're curving, making a scooped out position over your waistline here. Wide upper back. Exhale out all your air. Inhale from the base of your spine. Inhale, inflate. Drippy, drippy, heavy shoulders. Long, long neck like a lighthouse. Light shining in all directions. Again, inhale tall. Exhale, scoop out your belly, reaching forward. Feel that length through the backs of the legs. Energy shooting out through your heels. Inhale, stacking the spine. Let those shoulders just drip off your skeleton. And again, arrive at that long, tall, beautiful spine. One more time. Inhale fully. Exhale, deflate. Abs retreat. Fingers reach forward. Looking towards your belly button. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Stack it back up. Shoulders heavy and long. Good. Open those arms out to the side. Feeling that wingspan from fingertip to fingertip. In for saw. We inhale, rotate tall through that waistline like we practiced at the beginning. Exhale, my pinky edge of my hand reaches to saw off my ankle. I know it's morbid. Reach and stretch. Inhale, pull your abs back in, stack your spine tall, and unwind. Exhale. Other side. Inhale, rotate from the waistline. Exhale, soft that foot, reach and lengthen. Hands reaching away from each other. Inhale, stack and roll back up. And exhale, unwind. We'll try that again. Inhale, my legs don't move, my sit bones don't move. Exhale, fold. So I'm getting shoulder stretch, back stretch, hamstring stretch, arm stretch. Inhale, roll back up. Good, and exhale, unwind. Open your heart. Other side, inhale and exhale, fold and reach. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Good, inhale, stacking it back up. And exhale and rest. Good. We're going to do a little bonus before we flip over onto our bellies here. So see if you can lean back onto your elbows. So I'm just propped myself up. That's it. And my knees are bent. You can either do it here with your feet down, or a little bit more challenging is folding, pulling those knees into your chest. And I actually think this is a double whammy. You get a nice massage for your sacrum, but it's a lot of waistline oblique work here. So again, make sure you're not just lounging like you're watching TV. Press and lift, be very regal feeling here. Really pressing out of those shoulders, long neck. We're gonna tick-tock our bent legs over to one side. So I'm just rolling, reaching my knees to one side. And then exhale, use your abs and bring your pelvis back to the center. Other side, tick-tock up and over. And then exhale, use your waistline to bring your pelvis, bring your knees back. Third time, we rock over. This is the hard part. See if you can kick. Extend those legs without falling over. And then bend your knees. We do the whole sequence reverse. 3 tick-tocks. We go up and over. A vaudevillian hook on your hip bone pulls you off stage, pulls you back. Other side, up and over. And exhale, pull. Third time, tick-tock, up and over. Extend those legs. Keep your chest open and bend. Yes, again, 3 tick-tocks and a can-can. Up and over. 1. Exhale, waistline pull. And 2. Exhale, waistline pull. Third time, stay, can, kick. And bend. Good job, everybody. Last time, tick-tock, up and over. And exhale, waistline pull. Keeping those shoulders open. Tick-tock over. Exhale, pull. Third time, up and over, can, kick. Good job, and bend, and bring yourself back to center, and sit up. Very nice. Flip over now. We're rolling over onto our belly. And I want you to feel that length in the front of the hips. You can have your legs slightly separated just to put less pressure on your sacrum. Good. And let's just make a pillow for your forehead. So stack one hand on top of the other and just gently rest your forehead on your hands. We're going to start with some alternating leg lifts. So I'm keeping my abdominals scooped up, not pooching or pushing into the floor. I'm going to lengthen through one leg, long straight knee, and just float it a few inches above the floor, trying not to rock my pelvis side to side. And then lengthen it back down. Other side, reaching laser beam energy long through the leg, reach and extend, straight knee, and then lowering it back down. If you need to double up on padding, if your hip bones are pointy, you can do that too. Try that again, floating one leg and lift, and then lowering it back down. And other side, float and lift, and then lowering it back down. Good. Just take a second, wag your tail side to side. All right, we're going to go into our upper back work from here. Bring your hands closer to your shoulders, and we'll move into our swan dive. So we start with our imaginary marble that you push with your nose. You watch it roll along the floor, working through the cervical spine. Eyes are active here. Opening your heart. Abs are still lifting. Now then, when you can, press into the hands, keeping the shoulders pulling away from those ears. Keep long through that neck like a lighthouse once again. Let's stay here for a bit of a scalene stretch. We'll stretch to the back of the neck first. Chin to chest. Feeling that length through the back of the neck. And then just roll your ear to one shoulder. Just stay there and feel that stretch to the sides of the neck. And once again, chin to chest, down to the front. Other side, ear to your other shoulder, feeling the length through the sides of the neck through those scalenes. Back down, chin to chest. Abs are still working, by the way. Inhale, look forward, open your eyes, looking up at the sky. Slowly follow that focus back down the wall, back down to the floor, back down to your mat, to where you started, all the way down. Let's try this again, nice and smooth, just the extension part. And push that marble with your nose, watch it roll. Working the upper back, the mid back. Abs lift to protect the low back as you come up into your full swan glory, long, long neck. Inhale, Exhale, slowly rolling back down again. Good job. One more time like this. And again, lengthening out. Inhale. Feel your shoulders slide away from those ears, strong through your armpits. Press into the hands. Lift as high as is comfortable. Abs strong. Inhale. And again, exhale, painting your eyes back down the wall, back down to the floor, and back down to the mat. Very good. Let's press back into our hands and knees position. Find yourself nice and square. So your shoulders are right underneath, or right over your hands rather, and your knees are right underneath your hips. There you go. And we're just going to work our sternum push-ups here. So in this nice coffee table position, keep your arms straight, and you're going to let your chest hang through toward the floor. So you may feel your shoulder blades pull together. And then you're going to reverse that. Lift your heart, press out of those hands, and open and widen the shoulder blades. So you're feeling your heart lift up away from the floor. Again, let your chest hang through, your shoulder blades come toward each other. My arms are still straight. And then lift your sternum, lift your heart. We're engaging the serratus muscles around your shoulder blades. Okay, if you wanted to know. Try that again. Hang down. And then again, emphasis here on the lift, pulling and widening. So you're feeling all that support around your shoulder blades. Now, here's your challenge. Stay in that wide position. Abs are lifting like crazy. Slide one hand, fingertips along the floor, and barely lift it up off the floor. So like when we did our leg lifts, now we're doing alternating arm extensions. Bring it back underneath you. Pour the sand in the hourglass back into the other hand. And fingertips slide along the floor. You're balancing something fragile on your back. Coffee table of strength. Becoming a tripod. Reaching one arm up and then bring it back down. Keep that heart lifting. Keep looking down between your hands. Abs strong. Try the other side again. Slide and glide. Seamless transition. And float, lift. And bring it back down. And return. Pour your weight into that hand. Try not to spill your delicate goblet of red wine on your back. Let one arm lift and bring it back down. Very good. And that goes away. We're going to round to our cat back, hollow and stretch. Feel that super stretch between the shoulder blades. And then bring yourself back into that long spine, your coffee table. Now, without letting the low back hang, pull the shoulders away from your ears and just peekaboo forward like you're a baby learning to crawl. You're interested in what's on the other side of the room. And then bring it back to center. One more time. Mad Halloween cat. Hollow the abs. Pull and lift. Really folding in the middle. And then bringing it long to that long coffee table. Keep your abs strong. Slide the shoulders, merely doing a thoracic extension here. So feeling that upper back open. Shining your heart light forward, looking ahead. And then again, back to your coffee table. Pull up into that cat back, and then slowly hinging back. If this is comfortable for your knees, you can reach back and sit into your child's pose position. Once you're there, tiptoe your fingers as far forward as you can, and let your head rest. Stretching long. If you want, you could even gently bring your elbows toward the floor, feeling a deeper armpit stretch. Breathing into the low back. And relax from there. Good. From here, we're going to lengthen out onto our side. So you can carefully let yourself onto one hip. And I'm going to stack my legs on one on top of the other and slightly angled toward the front corner of my mat. So I call this my banana position. All right, and you can do this lying long on your arm. That may be more comfortable for you. Or if you want, you could prop your hand underneath your head. Okay, this front hand here can be your kickstand of balance, but try not to do a death grip, digging your talons into your floor. Keep your shoulder away from your ear as much as you can, and the sense of length through both sides of the waistline. Abs are definitely part of this action. So here we are, nice and long in our banana. Hips and shoulders are stacked. Both legs float up off the floor. Flex both feet. Keep your bottom leg where it is. Let the top leg float up. 1, and coming down. And again, 2, and coming down. Parallel legs, energy through the heels. Third time, come down halfway. Bring your bottom leg up to meet it, inner thigh work. Point the feet, and then slowly float your legs back down. Let's try that whole thing again. Both legs lift, and both feet flex, and we breathe. One leg up, and down. And again, 2, and down. And third time, bring it halfway down. Exhale, bottom leg pulls up, point, inhale, float back down, relax. Again, 2 more sets. Lift both legs and flex and lift. I'm really feeling a lot of oblique work here, stability. 2 and down. And third time, halfway down. Exhale, gather both legs together, squeeze, point, and lower back down. One more time, and lift both feet, and flex. We lift, 1, and down. Feeling this abduction work, top of the hip work, and down. And third time, part way down, bottom leg gathers up, point, and relax. Very good. Now we're going to go into one of my favorites, the hot potato. We take that top leg and lift it up, bottom leg can just relax. And we're going to do a little double tap to the front of our bottom leg, and up and over 2 taps to the back of that leg. And again, hot potato tap, and hot potato tap. Tap and tap, tap and tap. Keep those abdominals zipped up with you. Top shoulder free and easy. Tap, 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 tap. Now then, tap, tap, leg floats up in parallel to the back. Tap, tap, leg floats up, reach, and tap. Tap, don't shorten your waistline as you lift. Tap, tap, and reach. We're feeling it now. Tap, tap, and float. And tap, tap, and float. We can do it 2 more. Tap, tap, and float. And tap, tap, and float. Relax. Take this leg and cross it over. Good. Let's bring our both hands stacked in front. Just make a little book with your hands. Let your head rest on the floor. Top hand slides further, further, further beyond your bottom hand, and then we're just going to open like a book. Spiral twist. Let your head roll on the floor. Woo. And stretching out through the outer hip, again through the chest and shoulders. Good work. And then again, reach through that arm, gather and close the book together again. Very good. Go ahead and swish yourself around to the other side, little break dancing. And we'll find our banana on the other side, again, either lying long on that arm, or you can prop yourself up. That's it. And then once you get there, we'll go ahead and, again, make sure that those legs are slightly angled in front. There you go. And hips and shoulders are stacked one on top of the other, long through the waistline. Very good. So we squeeze those legs together, take both legs up off the floor, and flex the feet. Top leg, energy through the heel, leg lengthens up, 1, and down. And again, 2, and down. And 3, come part way down, bottom leg adducts, brings it up together, point, and then float, return. And again, lift and flex. And 1, good. And you can test your balance here. See if you don't need that kickstand hand so much. And 3, come part way down, bottom leg gathers up, abs and inner thighs, point, and slowly return. Again, lift and flex, strong core, reach, 1, keep breathing, and 2, and down, and 3, halfway down, you can do it, lift, point, slow descend, no collapsing in Pilates. Here we go, lift. Last time, flex, and top leg, 1, and down, and 2, and down, and 3, part way down, bottom leg collects up, point, and return. Excellent. Let's move into our hot potato. Lengthen long through that top leg, bottom leg is just resting on the floor. Here we go, tap, tap, front, up and over the hill, tap, tap, back, and tap, tap, front, and tap, tap, back, tap, tap. Happy little bouncing leg. Working these outer muscles on the top of the hip. Again, tap, tap, and tap. Now we add the bottom on. We go tap, tap, lift, float, parallel lift. Good. Tap, tap, and lift. Energy through the leg. Tap, tap, and reach. And tap, tap, and reach. Keep going. Keep breathing. Tap, tap, lift. And tap, tap, lift. Again, tap, tap, lift. Last time, and tap, tap, lift. Very good. Let that leg come down. Bend the knee, fold it across your waistline. Once again, find your hands stacked, head heavy on the floor. Just let it rest. Top hand slides farther than that bottom hand. Rotation in the shoulder girdle. Open the arm, open like a big book. Let your head roll and look towards your hand as you stretch. Good job. Excellent. And again, reach and gather. And let's close the book. Coming back down. Good. So as I said, we're focusing on extra stretch today. Go ahead and roll over onto your back. And we'll do a nice hip stretch for us all today. We're going to do our figure 4. So we're going to casually cross one ankle over your thigh and let that knee open. You can either stay here if you're feeling stretch already, or you're going to take that hand, link it through between your legs, and clasp your hands either behind the thigh, or I like on top of that bent leg on the shin. And we're going to pull that pretzel shape into your chest. At the same time, lengthen and reach your tailbone actively down toward the floor. So you're feeling more of that oppositional pull with your pelvis lengthening down and your thighs pulling in. Feeling deep rotator stretch, maybe even into the glutes as well. Perhaps take a little gentle rock side to side. Send those exhales down into those tight spots. You can gently nudge this thigh open with your elbow. If you kind of press your elbow into your knee a little bit, you can also get a deeper stretch. Good. And then carefully unwind your legs, relax out of that. We'll do the same thing. So either letting your foot rest on the floor and casual crossed over leg like you're sitting in a chair, or scoop those legs in, put one hand between, one hand on the outside, link behind the thigh and pull in, or on top of the shin, you might get a deeper stretch. Thighs pulling in, tailbone reaching down. Keep your head on the floor heavy. Lengthen across the collarbones, tailbone active, reaching downward to the floor. And again, maybe a little micro shift side to side, investigating, finding other tight spots. When you find one, just stay and breathe into it a bit. Good job. Nice. And then as you're ready, again, we'll unwind those legs and just fold the knees in, hug into your chest again. Good, good, good. All right, let's roll ourselves up to a sitting position. One of my absolute favorite stretches in the Pilates series is the mermaid. So we're going to sit to the side, and you can either stack your knees on top of each other. If that doesn't work for you, you can open into more of a Z sit. Okay, so you have options there. But the classic method is here, sitting on your hip with your mermaid tail swooshed to one side. You're going to hold on to your fin with your hand on the outer ankle. Reach this other arm up to the ceiling. So I'm feeling that stretch all the way, arm along my ear, feeling that length through my torso. Breathe in, reach up, and then exhale. Take it into a side curve over toward your feet, over toward that mermaid tail. So I'm increasing the feeling of stretch, all those obliques, the lats as well, feeling all that length from my rib cage down to my hip. Good. Now take this hand, bend the arm, hand behind the head, inhale. Exhale, scoop your belly inward and diagonally twist, elbow toward that top knee. Feeling that deep stretch across the back. Good. Return to your sideways position. And then extend the arm lengthen farther than before, reaching a little deeper. And then let's bring ourselves up. We'll do the bonus part of this as well. Bring this hand to the floor. The other arm comes up. We're going to lift this bottom rib cage and slide out onto our elbow. So making a little rainbow curve. So really side bending. That's it. Take your top arm and reach it up to the ceiling. And then we're going to thread the needle. Fingertips dive through the little space you've made, the little tunnel, and spiral the rib cage. Breathe there. Rotate and twist. And then return, unfurl into our beautiful rainbow curve. And then you're going to take that top arm and push the palm of your hand toward the ceiling, toward the wall behind you, looking up and opening that chest. Good. And then bring yourself back into that dome, lifting your abdominals. Inhale, reach your arm up, and see if you cannot use this hand on the floor. Use your abdominals to bring yourself back up. Place your hands behind you and swing your legs around to the other side. Fancy dancy transition into your other mermaid. So again, we're stacked with the hip on the floor, knees together, ankles together, or again, open into your Z-sit if that's better for your legs. Take this long arm up by your ear. Inhale, reach for the stars. Exhale, side bend, up and over. Relax your shoulder as you side bend, feeling that deep side stretch through the waistline. Good. Inhale, take the hand behind the head, bending the arm. Exhale, scoop the belly, deep twist, elbow towards your knee. Pull those abs in towards your back. Good. Come back to that side bend, looking forward. Extend the arm, reach farther, farther, farther. Good. And then bring yourself back up. That hand will go toward the floor. Other hand lifts up. Inhale. Side bend, up and over, really lifting the rib cage, sliding onto your elbows, strong shoulder support, making a little tunnel there. Good. Inhale, reach the arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, fingertips dive through, spiral the rib cage, revolving around that shoulder, around your sternum. Good. Unwind. Come back to your little tunnel. And then press the ceiling away. Reach the bed of hand, looking up and back. Open the chest. Great. Coming back to our sideways position. That's it, looking at the world upside down. Reach the arm up. Inhale. Use your abdominals to bring yourself back up. Good job. Come back to your hands and knees. To finish up today, we'll do a nice hip flexor stretch. We're going to do a little low lunge here. So bringing one leg out in front of yourself. We're going to take a little press forward with the pelvis. So we're going to hinge forward with the hips, making sure that this front leg, you may need to tiptoe the foot out a little bit. You want to make sure that this knee is directly over your heel. Pressing your pelvis forward. And then open your chest and look forward. So again, we're encouraging good posture, not a hunchback here, but really opening through your heart and lengthening pelvis forward so you feel that long stretch in the front of the back leg. Good job. Breathe there. If you wanted a deeper stretch, you could tuck your toes and press into more of a lunge. So you're reaching through the heel and lowering the pelvis down. Good. Carefully coming out of that, let's hinge back and change legs. So bring the other foot back. There's no shame in helping that leg out in front if you need to. Bring that foot out in front of yourself. And again, hinging forward, pressing forward, opening through the shoulders and chest. Like a runner in the runner blocks, waiting for the starter pistol to go off. Open your chest, high up, alert. That's it. Pressing the pelvis gently forward. Again, if you'd like a deeper stretch, tuck the back toes, reach back through that heel, extend the knee. Breathing there. Good. Carefully let yourself down out of that and walk yourself back. We'll come back into a comfortable sitting position. So whatever that means for you, legs out in front, butterfly position, legs crossed, whatever works for you. And again, find that same vertical pelvis and maybe take a note that, oh, I feel a little taller now after I've done all that work. And we'll take our hands beside ourselves and take that breath. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, closing. And let's try one more time. Filling, 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 full of gratitude. And exhale, release. Excellent work, you all. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Sunday. Thank you very much.